Emergence, here meaning seclusion's end, a time where dormant forces are called to action and return to a world once lost to them. The people bravely step out from centuries of hiding. Sinister forces find the opportune time to stake their claim, and old gods return for a final judgment of their children. In response, brave heroes rise above the chaos to meet them in turn.
A warlock wagering for his very soul.
A half-orc warrior carrying on her mother's legacy.
A pious paladin professing the power of his pantheon.
A fiery dwarf in service of a radiant flame.
A gnomish archaeologist flowing in the shadows.
Welcome to the continent of Erinos and the era of Emergence. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to DICEBERG Ahead. You're listening to the Emergence podcast, Season 6, baby!
I can't even count that high.
I know, it's nuts. I'm Hunter Olson. I'll be your game master for this evening, and with me today we have...
Nathan Holten. I'm kind of here for now.
Nathan Holten, not all there.
Who are you playing?
Nathan Holten playing Ranpram Sneedbar.
We've got Garrett Kelly playing Offen, the funny dwarf.
Evan Batt playing Candor Bek.
Chenoa Reid playing Emori Johndottir.
Tristan Redearth playing Thalminar The Frost-Chained.
Welcome back, Emergence Squadron.
I'm so excited.
So, we come back to the city of Feuri. It is the morning after the siege. The last of the smoldering fires are giving up the ghost. The morning is gray and clouded. There's drizzling rain, which helps the guards and the civilians as they scour blood, dust, and rubble from the city streets. Casualties are being tallied. Bodies of allies and enemies are piled into carts and given their final rites by the clergy of the House of Silence, and those that survived are reeling from the suddenness of it all. And we see our heroes also processing the events of the battle and planning their next steps. If we wanted to do a brief character description as we get into Season 6, we can kind of see maybe what your characters are doing right now. They could just be waking up, they could be doing prep, or what have you, planning on meeting people. It's up to you. But yeah, how do y'all look after this siege?
I think Emori is helping with the cleanup at this point.
Yeah.
She is assisting moving rocks and helping with bodies, and also making sure that we're not going to be attacked again soon. She isn't wearing any armor this time because she does not need it anymore. She is wearing like a green shawl that acts kind of like a hood at some points. Very nice leather pants, high boots, and she's got short, dark brown hair at the moment that has been braided and pinned back. And she is looking probably not the best of spirits.
Yeah. You're tired, your hands are calloused and covered in dust. You are lifting up these heavy rocks, the remains of like Hans's stone pillars and what's left of the boulders. They have now shrunken in size once more.
I've got like healing gashes. My tattoos are all like sullied and dirtied, like you can barely tell the definition on them.
Yeah, you've been using like your lay on hands to help with survivors and the injured and stuff like that. Yeah, it is a draining process that has been going on essentially since the siege finally stopped. Anyone else? What are your characters up to? How are they doing?
Hans probably is recovering a little bit because he had the shit kicked out of him yesterday and used like all of his spell slots.
Yeah, it was a tough fight.
And also he feels like he learned how to write a symbol overnight. But as he readies for the day, his normally magnificent mustache is still actually a little unkempt because he did not like oil it, or whatever you do to mustaches.
Still full of like dust and like goblin blood.
Yeah, no, he just kind of crashed. He carries in his right hand a ivory staff shaped like a claw with some like lightly glowing enchanted rings wrapped around it. He also's got a bunch of other magical doodads and goodies, but no, he's basically just covered in various woodland paraphernalia. He's just a little guy who likes trees.
You get up and gather your things. Y'all are staying at the Aethir's estate still, I'm assuming. So you make your way downstairs to what little breakfast is ready. It feels weird having a normal, like, breakfast after a battle like this. Thal.
Something about the battle and being so close to all that, like, magic, and also having to, I guess, make a deal with the dealer, has kind of changed Thalminar. His right side is glowing more white, and it looks like he's maybe taking on more frostbite, like, throughout his body. He couldn't sleep at all, so he's literally just been wandering the city trying to help people. Just completely restless, feeling like there's something gnawing at him.
I'm gonna give you an inspiration and a level of exhaustion.
Yes.
So
Actually, I took something in my warlock.
Yeah.
That makes it so I don't have to sleep.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that's part of the. Yeah.
So yeah, you find yourself, like, awake and
What's it
pondering the dealer and your relationship with him. And as you ponder the dealer, you find the hours winding by without your tiredness growing.
What do you look like?
Oh yes, yeah. Aspect of the moon.
Mm.
So basically, I don't have to sleep anymore. But yeah, Thalminar has his studded leather. He has, like, indigo and, you know, kind of these white streaks on his hair on the right side. His hair, or his left side of his face, is kind of a dark purple / blue. And he's a half elf, so he's got pointy ears.
So yeah, you've been wandering the streets just trying to help out. This is an unfamiliar city, so, like, you've gotten lost once or twice, but you always find your way back. There's always more destruction that you find around. There are some houses crushed, some houses burnt, some survivors and bodies are still being found. There are hosts lining the streets. Some are in chains, most are dead. Bek.
Did the host? So they were all, like, elementally.
Yeah.
Are they? Is that, like, a permanent vibe for them?
Seems so.
Okay, so they're all still, like, kind of made out of dirt or whatever.
Yeah, several of them, if they don't, like, seem to have the ability to produce, like, smoke or fire or ash, seem to have some kind of affinity for earth or dust or sand. Yeah.
Speaking of sand,
Hey.
Bek took as brief of a rest as he could, and when he woke up, the bed was full of orange sand that he had been carrying on him, in him, unknowing, and it did get everywhere.
Did get everywhere.
Wink.
Coarse and rough.
Yeah. And then he started his morning with a prayer. I'm gonna start the game by asking questions.
Yeah.
One, what's Girus' symbol? You've told me and I've forgotten because I don't care about you.
Girus the Smith symbol is a golden anvil on an emerald background.
Bek started his morning by sending a prayer to Girus because he knew that there was a lot of work to do today. And has spent his morning going around trying to clear up rubble, healing as many people as he can. He's going to be wearing his chainmail, and instead of his blue and gold tabard, he now just wears a black tabard with, he's going to spend the next few days when he has free time sewing the symbols of the Imlir into it. Does the Imlir, like, have a symbol for the entirety of it?
I don't think I have one.
All right, well, if there is one, it's going to be in the center.
Fuck yeah.
With the 12, 10? However many surrounding it.
Yeah.
And he's also squinting a lot, having a hard time seeing things at a distance.
So, I think you come across Emori once or twice. You see Thal once or twice as you guys kind of pass each other. You all look exhausted, but, like, you can't let yourself sleep.
Yeah, I'm still looking for Pram too, like, really hoping that I don't find him under a rock.
Yeah, y'all are searching around and, like, trying to send messages and stuff.
Yeah. What's the range on our earrings?
I think I was just kind of, because the normal spell range is like 120 feet. I think I was kind of keeping it to, like, a few miles. So, like, so long as you guys are in the same city.
Yeah. So at some point we might stop getting confirmation that he receives it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think probably partway through morning, you would start receiving that.
Damn.
And then Hans, you had just described that you were still at the household mainly in your beginning thing. Someone knocks on the door of the Aethir's estate, and Nancy answers, and you could see from the breakfast table that it is a centurion who hands a letter to Nancy and does that kind of like looks over her head into the room and sees you, and then just kind of turns around and minds his own business. And Nancy looks at it and then walks up and hands it to you and says, this is for Emergence Squadron? You're a part of that, right? Y'all are Emergence now, right?
Who's asking?
Me? Just take this letter. Hands you the letter.
I take it, and I rip it open and don't consult my boss.
You open it. It's addressed to Emergence Squadron from Roderick Gaelden. And
Spam.
It reads, Emergence Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Sanders and Caligo kindly request your presence at the Curia Telecos, wherein we shall begin the inspection of the underground complex you described to us. P.S. I have taken every magical precaution at my disposal to ensure none involved in the inspection are under any kind of influence. To the best of my knowledge, none of our number are charmed or enchanted as of now.
You can't just slip that in there.
What, Lieutenant Colonel Sanders?
Yeah.
That's been in there since season 1.
Fuck.
Lieutenant Colonel Sanders was Hans wouldn't know. Y'all would. Lieutenant Colonel Sanders is the head of the Starkwood Constabulary.
And by y'all, you mean...
Jules name that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
I figured that was a little thing that Jules would have slipped in.
And then
Thanks, Jules.
Caligo is the lieutenant colonel in charge of the smoke swords. So you've got a letter from 3 high-ranking people requesting Emergence's presence.
Ring ring. I call the gang. Do they answer?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
I conference call everyone in except for Bram because they're dead. I say this in the conference.
Hey, so Pram's dead.
Oh, did you find him?
No, I'm trying to make sure that no one's particularly over sad when we find out they're inevitably. Yeah. Anyways,
You're a strange person, Hans.
we got some mail from some very important sounding people with important sounding titles in front of their names. I don't recognize any of the or did I recognize any of them?
I mean, we've definitely talked about
You've
Roderick.
met
Roderick.
Roderick.
Okay. From Roderick and some other guys with important sounding titles.
Like whom?
Lieutenant Colonels Sanders and Caligo.
Caligo and Mr. Sanders.
Mrs.
Mrs. Sanders. Okay.
It's Miss, actually, but...
Ms. Well, I'm already fucking up her titles.
Still the wrong one.
Miss Sanders. All right. What does it say?
I
Come to the Curia Telecos at your earliest convenience, basically.
Well, we could meet there.
I mean, last time we were there, we did get our brains sucked out, so let's go there.
Well, as far as I know, we are under a mutual agreement.
Oh, yeah.
What? Oh yeah. Did we hear any subterranean explosions or anything?
Kaboom.
An earth-shattering kaboom. I think there was a lot of rumbling.
Yeah.
I feel like there'd be whack-ass magic fallout from the kind of bomb we made a dirty bomb.
We shall see. So who all's going to the Curia?
Yep.
I'll meet up there.
Everybody?
Yeah, I'll go.
Here is the address.
Okay.
112 Telecos Lane.
The one main road that goes all the way up to the mountain leads straight to the Curia. And it needs an address still.
Of course.
I mean, the White House has an address, 1600 Penn
true.
Street.
Okay.
Ian?
Yeah.
Boy Keene Street. You guys make your way. You guys make your way up the slope of the Feurith mountain to the top of the city. The trek up to the Curia is littered with the final stages of rubble being cleared. Citizens still covered in dust clutch to their belongings and search burnt or crushed buildings for whatever might be left. Many of them seem to recognize you all as you pass, from those of you that have helped, and they give you kind looks. Guards, smoke swords seem all too aware that not too long ago you were some of the most wanted people in the city, but they do nothing as you pass.
So I know that for a fact I didn't save a couple of buildings from the boulders.
Correct.
And we're walking past those right now.
You see the remnants of your pillars of earth, and then just behind them are 2 or 3 buildings that
Alright.
got.
Are there any resentful looks from the businesses that I
No,
was
they-
like,
they don't-
They're a worthy sacrifice.
They
for the
don't blame
cause.
you for the boulder, and they're happy you stopped it. Why couldn't you stopped it sooner, huh? No, they're
I'm
not
sorry,
like that.
Kieran. I'm Team Ian.
Oh my god. Forgot about that.
You make it up to the top. You see standing at the top of the steps to the Curia Telecos. It's heavily guarded by a perimeter of smoke swords and centurions, but you see Roderick and a woman who must be Lieutenant Colonel Sanders. She's a tall human with curled, dirty blonde hair tied up in... It's just a name. With blonde hair tied up in a bun and a large octagonal framed glasses. She's in a dark trench coat with the letters LS for the last stand on one shoulder and several pins and patches denoting her rank on the other. Roderick greets you as you approach and says, Emergence Squadron, I'm pleased you could make it. This is Lieutenant Colonel Sanders, the head of the Stockwood Constabulary. She is here to help oversee the inspection and begin investigations on the underground complex. We are expecting Lieutenant Colonel Caligo from the Smoke Swords as well, and he kind of like peers over your shoulders expectantly, but doesn't see them, and looks back to you and says, you all have urgent business to attend to, if what you've told me is right, so we shouldn't keep you waiting. Caligo can inspect us at a different time. And he's fiddling with his hands. He seems very nervous. Sanders is just kind of eyeing all of you up. This is the first time she's met most of you.
I've probably seen her before a handful of times. I mean, I got assigned somebody from because Coromand is from. Yeah,
it was likely you would be in the room as Sanders gave like approval for you to be paired up with a Starkwood constable for an investigation and stuff like that, but never like one-on-one talking to them. But yeah, she's looking all of you over with just an arched eyebrow and then seems to go straight to business. She doesn't say anything. And Roger goes, right, well, inside then, and brings you all inside. It's much more crowded than it was last time you were here. There are actually people in here. There are centurions and smoke swords, every entrance to a doorway, a stairwell, anything. And you are led down to the storage cellar where the illusory tapestry hiding the like elevator entrance has been dispelled. You just see open hole in the stonework leading to the elevator.
That's how I feel.
Which is still there. Yeah, it's bringing flashbacks. You see the elevator, which is still there, still intact. And it has just enough room for all of you. As you step inside, the lever is pulled and it shudders uncomfortably as it descends.
I do my best to have a very like militaristic stance in order to be respectful.
You can feel Sanders' gaze like moving across all of you appraisingly. You get the feeling probably not too long ago she might have been overseeing your guys' investigation and arrest.
Execution.
Potentially execution. As you descend and lower into the depths, the air gets dry with stale smoke and choked with dust. You smell the telltale scent of burning flesh. And as the elevator comes to a stop and the metal gates open, you see the large cavern through a cloud of stone dust and ash, and the still smoldering entrance to the illithid complex. The door barring entry, once an aperture of interlocking chitinous plates controlled by muscles and opened via thought, is now a blasted and charred tunnel drooling smoke into the air. Everyone's saluting Pram for his good work.
Yeah.
And also his death.
And also his sacrifice.
Yeah.
I do look concerned at the sight of this.
Beck's like, you think this is what happened to Pram?
I don't know. I mean, Pram snuck away, so I'm not too sure, but Pram was alive as of...
You guys said that you had
few hours
contact
ago.
with Pram overnight, correct?
Contact in the sense that the stone was still sending, but there was no response.
Sanders says, so your friend who was responsible for this is missing then?
Yeah, we haven't seen him since the siege.
I mean, if it was him.
I see.
Are we going to be
Do you know
prosecuted
if
for
it
this?
Do we know what caused this?
No idea.
You watch as she and Roderick go through several rehearsed rituals as they begin many forms of detection. You see like scrying and warding and divining, only ever taking a few steps into the ruined complex and never actually entering. You see pretty soon after a small group, 5 to 6 centurions and smoke swords come down the elevator to like back you guys up. And Roderick says, well, we are picking up signs of life. At least we believe it's life. We have no way of knowing if that means there are Centurions still down there, if that means your friend is still down there, or if those parasites are down there, or if subterranean creatures have found their way in after the explosion. There's no way to be sure, but we are picking up signs of existence. And Sanders quickly, almost like stepping on Roderick's words, turns to you all. I think she turns to Emori specifically and says, Captain, you need to decide if you're going to remain here and aid us in clearing out this complex you've uncovered, or go recover your lost teammate.
Well, as you can understand, Miss Sanders, that is, Colonel, a difficult situation. Bram is one of us, is important, and as far as I knew, I had an agreement with the Illithids to stop controlling the minds of citizens in order to make sure that they get out of Feuri.
You had attempted to negotiate with them?
Duh.
And they seemed amiable to this?
Yes. Their main goal was to leave. They were building a circle to be pulled into the astral sea, from my understanding. And I told them that it was in my best interest for the people of Feuri to remain on the material, and that I would do everything I can to protect the people and make sure that they get home.
This was a wise choice. Then why the explosion?
I have my suspicions. You see, my lovely, lovely teammate, Ranpram Sneedbar, was carrying Tier 3 White Arcanite.
Roger goes, ooh.
And if this is what caused the damage, I am fearful to the repercussions of where Pram is, and if Pram is Pram.
Well, we are to soon begin the investigation and clearing out of this complex. If you'd wish to be here, it would be a testament to your loyalty to the city. If you wish to find your friend, it would be a testament to the loyalty of your team. And you see Roderick seems like less nervous, like you think he might have been expecting her to arrest you if you guys had said the wrong thing, and she outranks him, so there's nothing he would be able to do about it. She, seeing this, seems to notice and turns to reassure. You've a remarkable number of crimes in your files, and I am of the belief that the performance of good deeds does not undo past transgressions. However, it seems your cases are on hold, pending review from a council that doesn't exactly exist at the moment.
The council should be not mind-controlled anymore, from my understanding. And I don't know if they're alive.
They are all alive, as we've been able to tell.
Okay, good.
They have revoked their anonymous nature to certain generals and lieutenant colonels in order to make sure that none are still under this influence, this parasitic control that you had described to us. To the best of our knowledge, they should be clean now. However, it's a matter of evaluating how competent they are still for the position. If they've been controlled while they were in office for such a long time, who knows how many of the policies and things they've enacted were truly of their own will, and if they would still align with Feuri's wishes.
Are you fearful of a revolt from the people?
There is a great stress to resolve this vacuum of power before the people realize there is one. We are not worried for the safety of our position. We are not worried of a revolution of the citizens killing diplomats and politicians. What we are worried about is the systems of infrastructure in this city never being fully repaired after this blow was dealt, because we are too busy squabbling to figure out the best answer, to pick any answer at all before another attack like this happens.
Right.
May I suggest an election of members?
The Telecos Council once upon a time were elected officials. This would not be the worst idea.
especially if the people are questioning government and authority based off of these past transgressions. Not necessarily your fault, but the fault of being mind-controlled.
Colonel, if I'm not speaking out of term, I'm not from here, so I don't know your ways, but is there a branch of your government that is dedicated to stopping these kind of threats from happening ever again?
We have a variety of the Starkwood Constabulary, which I run, are investigators into various kinds of crime, including magical in nature. The Smoke Swords handle things of the occult and the extraplanar. The Peacekeepers are more mundane, everyday guards, and then we have the Wall Guard patrolling the area of the city. We have all of those with checks and balances with each other. We had hoped would catch something like this. Unfortunately, it seems the secretive nature of their control was all-encompassing, and they have been here for centuries.
A long time. A very long time.
Before the city was founded.
May I also suggest something? It is come to my attention that many cities far from Feuri have been attacked at much, much harsher extent. I would highly advise Feuri to open their walls to people who need refuge. And if that also means establishing a teleportation circle, I am not opposed to establishing it on the other end to make sure that people remain safe. But Feuri is still going to be under threat. There are many people who want to see us fail.
The fact of the matter is, some of those cities might still be under siege.
Well, one of them is under control of Zavoya.
Whatever happened to the introduction from Almani? I believe there was potentially instructions on creating a teleportation circle for connection between Chronalia and Feuri.
Yes, we have reviewed this document. You say they are the leader of the city of Chronalia to the far north?
Duh.
That is correct.
Are two primary hang-ups with this. One, his name is Malmani.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really understand. I was also very skeptical about the whole thing, but I'm like 99% sure he doesn't have anything to do with it directly. It's gonna be a Jorgen. Do I remember Alder, right?
Mm-hmm. That's his name.
Jorgen Alder, who is likely in the city. Currently. Hope maybe after the siege, I'm not sure, but that was the last place I heard he was. He seems to be more the operations for this, considering he stranded us in the Astral Sea last time I saw him.
Very well, we should keep an eye out. We have a description of him.
He's got a shitty little goatee. Put that down.
We will. Well, we are going to begin the excursion. You have other business to attend to. We shall see you upon your return.
Yes. There's much that needs attending to.
She turns on her heel and starts entering the complex.
Sorry. Should the city come under attack again, would you be able to raise the dome, or is this part of that infrastructure?
Much of the reservoirs of hard light that power the dome were being usurped by the Illithid.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, through this excursion, we'll be able to recover much of what was taken. And if not, then the dome itself is going to be left off until dire moments arise, such as the siege engines.
But as far as you're aware, none of the circuitry of the spell were damaged by this?
The dome should be fully functional still.
Fantastic.
Does not seem to have been tampered with.
Yeah, there might be a dragon that's going to be facing towards Feuri now.
Great.
Which one?
The black.
Oh, right.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
we
now
all
the
watched
next-
that.
That
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all watched the fucking
Now
video
Benex
there,
is
yeah.
reaching for a lot of power.
The issue with the dome is fuel, not integrity. And
Fantastic.
we have enough to leave it active for minutes at a time, perhaps an entire day. We do not wish to push it. We could perhaps outlast another siege if we were to bring the dome up. But if they were to enter the city like they did before, there's nothing we could do. She sort of bids you all farewell, and turns stern as ever. Roderick he sort of mutters to you, I have a few ideas of what a new council might look like, of some people that I wanted to recommend. I'll put together a list. I'll try to keep in contact.
I don't know how well my mother is in politics, but she might be a good option.
I was thinking Mr. Vadim Atheras as well.
Just since this is an authority figure, what are y'all gonna do with the invaders? You gonna Are you like slave people, or is that not your thing?
No.
Roderick turns and looks back at Sanders and then turns to you and says, from my understanding, they will be held in the few lead-lined vaults we have, and they will be questioned, and
lead poisoning.
I am unsure as to what their sentences will be, if they are cooperative or not. We don't have a formal council, so I suppose it'll be up to General Baywright.
How many did you capture?
We've captured some 25 of their enemy soldiers. Most would rather die. Went down fighting, would find ways to break their manacles, slip into the earth.
Orcs.
Y'all head back up the elevator and begin your final preps for going to find Pram. You're planning a scrying spell to see if that works.
Yes, and also probably to follow through on the promise of giving them crops for the next 2 years or whatever
like
it is.
enriching the earth or whatever.
But that takes a day, effectively. So
okay,
are we cool hanging out and helping the city for the next day? In game.
And if they decide to set up a teleportation circle, I'm able to help with that now.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, no, but we hold the crop boost hostage until they agree.
I guess hypothetically, if you guys were given a missive from Almani that had the runes for Chronalia, you already have the runes for Chronalia, so Thal could use those. Just putting it out there. Anyway, but while you're like prepping for these rituals and stuff, Herschel comes to y'all and says, "Hey, I think this time when you head out, I'm gonna be sticking behind.
Oh.
Okay.
I need to speak with the prophetic monastery. I need to speak with Kalia. I think I'm gonna try to pull us out of their service.
You let us know if you ever need anything, Herschel. We
I
are
will.
literally a phone call away." And I dingle the little earring. I
Um,
assume he has one.
yeah, he's
I don't
got
know
one.
why we wouldn't have given Herschel one.
NPCs don't get one.
I vividly remember giving him one.
Yeah.
Beck goes for a predator handshake.
Yep.
It was a pleasure serving with you.
And you, hell of a fighter.
I'm gonna miss your cooking on the road, Herschel.
He smiles sappily and hands you a jar of moonshine.
Yeah, Beck looks around.
As always.
Do either of you two know how to cook?
I can do good, Barry.
We're
Great.
fucked.
I know a bit, but
Nadia comes up and says, "Hey, you've got a position open?"
do you know how to cook?
Nancy? Nancy says, "I'm not coming with."
Yeah, I would not want to take Nancy with. Be a little dangerous.
And for y'all's info, because I know you do care about like NPCs' health and stuff.
Them being able to live, yeah.
Yeah, Nadia's around level 7 right now.
Okay, she could tank a
Can handle
fire
herself
breath.
in a fight, half your guys' level.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Can I roll an insight, like, to mentally connect with Alice? And if I think they would think that this was a good idea.
Yeah, make an insight.
The vibe I get from Alice is they would do like test you by punching you, like be
I
like,
did
are
do
you
that.
ready for it?
Yeah, I did punch 23.
23.
What would Alice think? Oh, sorry.
You literally just feel.
Yeah, like, I mean, she's fucking free-spirited, brah. Like, if you don't take her, she's gonna go out. And, like, you know, if she's safer with you, you know? Like, and my sister dies, I'm gonna, like, be mad, brah.
You can come.
Okay. I'll grab my stuff. She
But
goes,
if you die, I will kill you.
She grabs a single bindle, comes back down.
Is that enough?
Yeah. What do I need?
Do you know how to cook?
No.
Crochet?
No.
Do you have any other skills that are useful?
I can draw.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty cool.
We'll learn cartography. Does anybody else want to do that?
I can read a map.
Pram does.
I passed the Falcon Scout.
Pram's dead. Pram's so fucking dead, bro.
Speaking of Pram being dead, we're all in the same room.
Yes.
I pull out a lock of Pram's hair and then realize I don't have 1,000 GP mirror and or scrying ball.
If you want to mark off 1,000, we could say you do
Yeah,
that.
I'll mark off.
All right.
Boom. Easy done.
We clear off the kitchen table.
I pour the 1,000 GP into a pool in the middle and then use fire spells on it to melt it into a mirror.
That's sick as shit.
I do it in the kitchen, like in just like a cooking pot, and completely fuck up the cookware.
How do scry do?
What?
How do scry?
So you're going to have a -5 because we're friends.
I got rolled a 2.
And a -10 because I have a lock of your hair.
You
so that's
win.
a -15. I'm just explaining the spell because I'm friends with you.
Yeah, Pram got like a -13. And
Yeah, because you have a -5. Well, -5 to ability score.
Oh.
No, it's Wiz. It's the only one that isn't fucked up.
yeah, it's
Never
Int and
mind.
Shaw.
Never mind.
So-
Fuck you.
At least you still got street smarts.
Not right now.
It is survival instinct, and that is all.
Yep. You see as you sprinkle the hair into this molten gold that is slowly cooling into a reflective surface in this bowl. As it solidifies, how long does the spell last?
10 minutes. I have
Ooh.
an invisible little guy that follows Pram around.
Hell yeah. So yeah, you create like an invisible sensor, and you see Pram alive. He is in a jungle. You see surrounded by dense foliage. You know that the Wyvern's Tail jungle is a few days west from here. So Pram has made some distance. He's still wearing his accoutrement. You see he's got his armor, he's got the Stormheart's cowl, he's got his weapons and stuff with him, but he is caked in dirt, twigs and leaves in his hair. His hair seems to be kind of fading. He is covered in scratches and scrapes, but doesn't seem to be wounded. And he is presently... Do you think Pram would be walking around on all fours?
He's probably crawling around, like... I feel like he would, like, hide in trees
Like,
and
yeah,
try
sort
to,
of
like...
the eating bug.
depending
walking
on-
all fours.
I kind of see him as a sugar glider. like jumping between branches and...
Yeah, you're doing a lot of like hiding in the foliage, scaling up into trees to get a better view and stuff. And you're from Hans's view of Pram, it does seem he's wide-eyed. There's no sense behind his eyes other than get to safety, and it appears to be following some sort of path that that is familiar to them, or at least a direction that's familiar to them. You see them travel for. I think the full 10 minutes, brief stops to test berries and roots and stuff that look good. Half of them are spit out, and then he continues.
Other than sticks and twigs, what does Pram look like?
Yeah, what do describe Pram?
Pram is just in his normal garb. He's got the storm cowl cape. He's definitely like kind of huddled up and just kind of moving around weirdly. His hair definitely seems to be losing some of its luster. He's just a fucking mess.
Little gnome guy, hair going from like blue to like a light gray.
Yeah, so like his parts of his hair are like actually just turning gray, and then part of his hair is normal still. And he's having a bad time for sure. Yeah, all of his equipment is just kind of where it's supposed to be and probably like half falling off.
Yeah, not tended to.
Yeah, just fucking mess for sure.
Fucking mess. Yeah, there's no words that Hans picks up either. Pram isn't talking to himself. There are small like grunts or noises of contemplation or surprise when he hears a noise, but it's never anything legible that you can make out. And then I think the scrying spell comes to a stop as Pram continues on his
through the
journey.
woods.
Does scrying provide like location? Like, do we understand?
Did you
where
get
he
a good
is?
look at a tree, perhaps?
So I have the ability to teleport to any tree I've seen before.
This is true.
Did I see any trees?
He was in a jungle.
For 10 minutes, yeah.
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
You focus on a tree for a full minute.
You
Like, I know that tree.
You have several trees in your mind that you watched Pram go past. You can't guarantee how close it'll be if and when you guys arrive there, but yeah, absolutely.
Send it.
Wait, how many people can I move with transport via plants? And do we
I
want
think
to
it
do we want to
was
go
at
as a
least
game?
8 and 10.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
This is so specific. I didn't even think about this.
This one isn't like teleport where it's 8 and 10. It's any creature for a turn can just walk through a tree to any other tree that I know.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you spend the day scrying and enriching the earth around the town, and then do you want to do it at the end of the day or tomorrow that you transport via
We get
plants?
ready and we can go tomorrow
Probably
morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
tomorrow
guess yeah. Since I agreed to
I feel
provide
like
them a service,
It would be incredibly difficult to try and find Pram in the dark.
To me, it makes sense to do it as soon after the scrying as possible so that we
Are close
are
as
right
possible.
there. Yeah.
We might as well just get him now. We can always come back.
So the plan then, you do some quick enriching, and then you teleport via tree to get everybody there. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So while you're enriching, then doing that ritual that you have to cast once or twice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Emori.
Duh. I go to my mom's and dad's house.
Yes, your mom asks to speak with you before you guys leave. So you make your way to John's smithy. You go inside. You can see your parents are back there. They had been staying in the Aetheri's estate during the siege, but they have come back. The house is unharmed.
I'm gonna steal a set of silverware while I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, you take fork, knife, and spoon. They're still kind of repairing a little bit of what was left over from the Indoxa fight. Your mom looks back as the door closes and says, "There's my little fugitive. Could you put this table in front of the sofa?"
Yes.
You help her rearrange a little bit. She says, "Your father is at Ian's or Kieran's or one of those two. They seem to have a good job working together, and they might consider making more magical. I don't really understand it, but more magical stuff. It appears.
Yeah.
Your dad has the arcane itch."
Good. I mean, he needs another hobby, I
The
guess.
arcade itch, is that a magical STD?
It
Needs
does-
to see a cleric.
Yeah, it does kind of sound.
I talked to Joe. He said you came to visit him before the siege.
Duh.
Said you needed answers and guidance. Did you find what you were looking for there?
I mean, I talked to Alice, which was helpful. Did you hear that?
I did.
But you know, it's hard being captain, and I wanted to make sure that I was doing the right thing, and I think I'm on that path.
She says, "You have accomplished and endured so much, and I've only seen a small part of your journey. I couldn't be more proud as a mother, as a teacher, and as a fellow soldier. But you were right, you need guidance and answers, and unfortunately, I don't think you're going to find them." She says,
Well, thanks, Mom.
She says, "I've done this for a long time, honey. I've seen a lot of death and wickedness in my day. There were many times I didn't think myself fit to lead. As a captain of the Gold Helms, as a leader of the Silver Band. When the Malmani were on the rise, I didn't know who to trust, who to confide in. I scoured my options, the Gold Helms, the Band, the Iron Archives, the House of Silence, my own family. Each person I spoke to, all I could think was, am I in danger, speaking to a liar, or am I endangering them by speaking to them in the first place? I let that way of thinking, the danger and this conspiracy of it all get to my head. You know where that led. I tried to play it safe to pick and choose and bide my time, and I got myself killed. And you know what I learned after all that?
The Astral Sea sucks.
She stands, and I think she hardens her stance, her expression, and she says, "Suck it up."
Oh, yeah, that too.
She says, "No, I think it's time I gave you some guidance myself." She extends a hand to you to pick you to your feet.
I take it, of course.
When you do, she doesn't let go, and you watch her face change. You've seen this expression before. always when sparring or right after she'd get back home from a hard day of work. It's not the expression of a mother, it's the Shadow Hammer. You see the captain of the Gold Helm Centurions, leader of the Silver Band. Maybe at one time this expression scared you as a kid. Her face is no longer softened by fondness or love.
I straighten up.
You find yourself matching her expression, your own hardships and losses and lessons learned meeting your mother's, and you know right away what she intends to do as she takes a wild swing for the side of your face with her fist. We're going to do a quick unarmed sparring match, just with a few rolls.
Fight!
Yeah!
My money's on the mom.
Excuse me. I am your captain.
This is true.
We're going to make competing attack rolls or athletics checks. It's up to you as you guys start sparring and wrestling.
Attack rolls or athletics checks is fine.
Gotcha. Okay. Your mom got a 15.
I also got a 15.
So you definitely duck your head backwards. You feel the wind off her fist whiff past your nose as you duck down and try to deliver an uppercut into her gut, and she quickly steps away. You are both neck and neck. That one's a 19?
16.
16.
Do better.
You give a swing, but you extend your arm too far, and your mom is able to turn behind you and plant an elbow into the small of your back, and you go stumbling forward over the coffee table you just put down. 14. 19. You quickly turn back around and see your mom readying herself to try to tabletop you over this coffee table.
I've been shoved over this coffee table once before, mother.
And you duck, manage to plant your shoulder into her gut and are charging her backwards towards a wall. 18. 13. Your mom puts one foot back and plants her heel on the wall and kicks off of it and manages to tabletop you. You're both on the couch, essentially, now, and she's got her hands grasping the front of your shirt, and she's rearing back to punch you.
Oh, that was so much better.
12.
28.
You duck your head to the side. Your mom's fist goes between two cushions in the couch.
And I headbutt her.
Headbutt, and your mom leans back. You watch as a trickle of blood comes out her nose, and she sort of touches it with her tongue. It gets on her tusk, and she smiles, puts her hands up, and stands.
Yeah, dragon wouldn't spar like this, so this is definitely my mother. I say out loud.
She says, "You already know I won't always be there. Your father won't always be there. Even your team won't always be there for you. Sometimes we leave, sometimes we change, sometimes we turn, sometimes we die. Portia and Orsino got sick when I needed them. Robert stuck his head in the sand after I was gone. Daniel betrayed me. Then he had the audacity to guide your training for years afterwards. I wonder what he taught you." And she says, "But that worry I think is unfounded. You lead with trust in your team. Even when some have betrayed you, you have given them a chance to redeem themselves. This, I think, is where your true prestige as a leader comes from." She says, "I burn bridges. When people betray me, turn on me, when I fear for the safety of myself and others with them around, I do not involve myself with them. You, despite having been turned on, abandoned by some of your own teammates, have never lost your love for them. This is honorable." She stands and says, "We are Orcish. We do not cower against the odds. We do not relent our mission. We do not surrender to tyranny or fear. Secrets, conspiracy, mistrust, all are a distraction. We are warriors, leaders. We cannot afford such things. They will infect us and spread to those who trust us like the Green Whisper itself. The world is one of shades of gray, but you and those you lead must be the light, exposing the true darkness. No room for second guessing, no time for rest." She brings you fully to a standing position, and she says, "Kneel."
I kneel.
Repeat after me. "I shall never cower against the odds.
I shall never cower against the odds.
I shall never surrender to tyranny or fear.
I shall never surrender to tyranny or fear.
I shall never relent in my mission."
I shall never relent in my mission.
"What is your mission, Emori Johndottir?"
to make the world better than when I found it.
She takes her hammer from over the mantle and says, "Kneeling pupil, I take up my weapon to strike down the woman you were," and places the head of the hammer on the flat of your back as you kneel. It presses on you like the weight of the world. And an extended hand to the rising warrior. I dub thee Emori Shadowhammer. And she brings you up. She gives you a hug. She professes how proud she is of you.
Thank you, Mom. I will do my best to continue the great name.
I think maybe as a symbol of this, she brings you a cloak, and the clasp is like a small your family.
Sort of like family crest.
Yeah. She congratulates you on usurping her, and she wishes you the best of luck and safety on your journey, but she knows you don't need it.
Mom.
No.
There's gonna be many changes to Feuri while I'm gone.
I expect so.
Feel better knowing that you are going to be watching Feuri as well. There might be an election coming up, and I might have mentioned your name.
Oh, God.
I know you are not a politician, but sometimes the best leaders are not ones trained in politics.
Yes, you're right, I'm not a politician, but I guess there's nothing I can do if people vote for me.
It's kind of hard not to vote for somebody who basically rose from the dead.
That is a pretty strong political... Look how many followers that guy has.
Just like Dwarf Jesus on the third day crawling out of his mind.
Exactly.
He mined deeper.
Orc Jesus.
I don't understand this very well. I've only heard tell from Hans.
He carved his way out of the cave on the third day.
Okay.
His
So,
stone cunning.
We bring this scene to a close unless there's anything else specifically.
I ask her to teach me how to make borscht, so I know how to make it before we go.
She gives you the family recipe.
Okay, thank God.
You're making your way back through Feuri to the Aethera's estate, where Hans is sort of finishing up casting the spells to enrich the earth around Feuri. And as you're traveling, another person in a dark trench coat that Sanders was wearing earlier approaches you. This person is Tabaxi.
Is this a familiar Tabaxi?
I think you would recognize who they are, but they're not personally familiar.
Is this
This is, from what you've heard, this is Caligo.
Caligo?
Yeah.
It was like Calico, but
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you see what I did there?
Yeah.
They approach and they have someone else with them. Nate, would you like to describe what the person who's with Lieutenant Colonel Caligo looks like?
So this is an approximately 6-foot red tiefling with orange eyes, and he's wearing a flat-brimmed cowboy hat with cigars in it and a royal flush on the other opposite side.
Damn.
And he's got an enchanted duster, but you don't know that. And
I cast detect magic.
and he's got guns.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got two of them, like one on each hip?
I got a revolver and I got
Rifle?
a rifle on my back.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, and in between you can see like a gleaming, like
Bandolero?
shimmering, studded, enchanted plate of leather. Yeah, but it gleams like glass.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Oh wow.
Breviet.
I'm going to like this. I'm going to like this, man.
Caligo says, greetings, you are Emergence Squadron?
Yes, I am Emori Shadowhammer.
Reaches a hand to shake yours.
Take it firmly.
He says, I am Lieutenant Colonel Caligo. I am the leader of the Smoke Swords. It has come to my attention that recently your crimes have been expunged, it seems, pending review of
God, I hope so.
a council.
Wait, give us one more day. I need to shoplift.
Can we have a little longer on the grace period? He says, it has been brought to my attention that a partnership between the new government, whatever form that takes, and your squadron would be a better starting off on the right foot in the remaking of this city. You've fought hard to save it. This has become clear to me. So, I am offering Malrig here, and he extends a hand to you.
Hey, my name's Malrig Vesper.
Malrig is one of my top smoke swords. I am, if it's fine with you, assigning him to your team until you get your other teammate back as a sign of good faith between the Lieutenant Colonels, General Bayrite, and Emergence Squadron, who's, if I may say so, identified themselves as sort of a separate entity from the Way Riders, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to treat with you like a different entity,
We
like
are-
a separate.
We're contractors.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're independent at this point.
Much like an Uber driver, we're an independent contractor.
So they're saying we're offering one of our best to help you get back one of yours as a sign of good faith.
I will gladly accept.
He says, very well. We shall await your eventual return. He says this to Malrig. And they say, best of luck to you on recovering your friend. I hope they are found and returned safely.
Spicy Caligo.
What? I thought you said
Spicy ba.
I
Thank
thought
you.
you just called Caligo spicy.
Yeah, spicy ba.
Spicy Caligo. Okay.
Thank you, Caligo. So, Malrig Vesper.
Yes.
I am Emori Johndottir. Well,
I've heard many
Shadow.
things.
Shadowhammer now, actually.
I did not hear that.
It is a new title of honor, Orcish culture and such.
Congratulations.
Thank you. How long have you been a smoke sword?
For quite a while.
Duh.
I think about 5-6 years.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to be a bounty hunter. And
Get
then-
any good bounties within the walls of Feuri?
Yeah, no, definitely a few. A lot of the underworld belly stuff, and
I see. So you
mostly people just not paying bails. Is a lot of it just government money stuff. Nothing honestly that crazy. Now that I'm really.
You get to the Aetheri's estate. Hans asks for pieces of your body.
So what part do you give?
I have vials of my own blood, and I just give you one.
I think it's weirder that you were ready for it. Thank you.
Yeah. I need my blood a lot. It's part of my whole shtick.
I put it right next to
Interesting.
Bek's blood, and both have very loose labels. Like, they're just stuck on. So, like...
We'll have to flip a coin. I think we are going to walk through a tree, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Like very soon.
You have to go to Joe's Grove, I think.
Yeah, no, that's the only tree that I'm familiar enough, you know.
Yeah.
You don't need to be familiar.
You go to creepy old
The
Joe's.
safe.
Yeah. I
The
go to that
tree.
beat up old tree. If
Yeah.
it's within a mile of where I cast the spell, by the way, it's also going to yield more for the next year.
Hell yeah.
I look to Nadia. Are you ready for your first real mission outside?
Yeah. Are we not bringing the car?
We
I
should-
don't think we have custody of the car at the moment.
Yeah, what's I've been.
Can it drive through the tree? I think it might be too wide.
We going to a jungle? That might be difficult.
Yeah, I think we're going to be on foot camping.
So y'all have a moment where you prepare this ritual. You're standing in front of the tree. You're like drawing the glyphs in the air.
Should I just recast Scry so then we have a more current...
Yeah, if you want
Point-
to. That's up to you. It's your spell slot.
Absolutely. If you
I
want.
have a second fifth
Did
level
it,
spell
did it
slot.
consume the mirror, or do you now have like a mirrored bowl?
I think scrying doesn't.
No, it's like a spell focus.
Well,
So
Okay.
I just need an expensive
Why don't we
focus.
get there, and if we can't find him in a reasonable time, we'll scry.
Sure. Okay, fine.
you just
do what you want to do.
Did you steal the?
I am not the
the
magic.
gold
Yeah.
pot.
Oh, yeah, no, this is it is stuck in this cooking pot.
1,000 of your own gold in a pot. So like you're
Yeah.
like, this
Also-
pot is now worth 1,000 gold. I'm gonna take it.
Also, it's
They're rich.
It's,
Yeah.
it's technically a silver mirror, so there's a couple silver pieces on top.
Yeah. Okay.
Melt them down.
You get to this tree.
That's crazy.
You are you scrying first, or are you casting the spell?
I say, ready, set, go! And I cast the spell, and the tree is now a teleport to
Go!
the jungle that I last saw Tram.
It creaks and cracks as a seam of white fire opens and becomes a doorway.
I throw Nadia through.
I wait and I leisurely walk.
You're like,
Man.
5. Okay, go.
Really putting the new girl into danger first, huh?
I mean,
She's
I
like
was-
my little sister at
My
this point.
suggestion was to just make her run into the tree.
One by one, you all step through.
I think Hans probably goes last because he's like the one doing the spell.
Keep it open, yeah.
Yeah. I close the door though afterwards.
Seals up behind you. Joe goes, whoa. And then
He was just token. We don't even say a fucking word to him.
And then
In a
the,
rocking
We just
chair
use his
watching.
tree.
and the cow goes.
It goes, mm?
I know, tell me about it. We're going to cut the episode there. Thank you all so much for listening.
Thank you.
Episode 1, Season 6. We'll
Thank
see
We
you.
see
all
Pram's dead body
dead body
Oh,
and
no.
Nadia.
We walk through,
They
the
landed
spell
in
fails.
the same pit.
Yeah, we went through a wood chipper, actually.
As soon as you
shit.
step through, there's a spike trap with Nadia and Pram speared.
Thanks for saying it off for us.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Thanks for
bye.
listening. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening. A special thanks to our sponsor, Sinful Beverages, Wrath Energy. Background music for Emergence is brought to you by Tabletop Audio. For more DICEBERG Ahead content, follow us on our socials and Patreon, or visit us at our website, DICEBERG Ahead.com.